Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. Today's video is going to be a favorites. April is the month that we are finishing up, and I have a few new real obsessions this month. Some of these I did talk about in my last vlog video, but the makeup that I'm talking about I have been using for a while. So even though I just talked about it in my vlog, it wasn't like brand new, even though it was like a haul, if that makes sense. Maybe that made no sense, I don't know. But anyways, without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into these. I would love if you would consider subscribing if you haven't and give the video a thumbs up. You can also check out my Instagram and my Twitter, they are linked down below. So anyways, I know that I always start with like fashion in these videos if I have anything to talk about. This month I don't really have in particular pieces more than I have a website or brand, whatever you want to call it, that I have been obsessed with. Even though I haven't bought a ton of clothes from them yet, I made an order last week and I just got them in. This top is from there and it is Abercrombie and Fitch. I know that they're kind of pricey, but I literally love everything on that website pretty much, especially like their tops. They have gorgeous jeans as well, but all of these cute little summer tops that they have, and also like t-shirts. They have a lot of graphic tees that I really like. I'm very picky about graphic tees. They have sweatshirts and just comfy clothes, like a ton of really comfy loungewear that I've heard great reviews on, and I definitely want to pick up some of that stuff too. But I have been looking at the site constantly and just wanting everything from there. It's so my style. And they also have a really great reward system. So if you do purchase anything from Abercrombie, I definitely recommend signing up for the rewards. I heard about that from Katie Fawn. She just did a huge clothing haul. A lot of it was from Abercrombie, and she talked about like the rewards system because you get like points and money off really easily. So anyways, if you have similar style to me, I think you would really like them. And I'm finally getting to the point where I am investing a little bit more in my clothes, because I just feel like not only do things fall apart so fast when they're really cheap, but I also don't feel like they fit me as well. Like I feel like so many of the things that I find even at like Target or Forever 21, I do love some of it, don't get me wrong. It's just a lot of the stuff I feel like doesn't fit me as nicely as I want it to, or I don't find like the perfect piece that I want. And I just like it, but I don't love it. I find myself doing that a lot with clothes, buying things that I like, but I don't love. And I'm a little bit over that. Anyways, that's a long rant about clothes and Abercrombie, but we're gonna move on from that. I'm going to talk about the makeup that I mentioned, but first I want to talk about a new fragrance, or actually this is a body spray. This is the new Cheirosa 68, one of the Brazilian Crush fragrance mists from Sol de Janeiro. This one is so good. I love the original. I think it's the 62 or the 61. I don't have any of the other mists, but they sent this one to me the other day, and I know it's new, so maybe it's not fair to talk about it as an April favorites, but I've already worn it multiple times and I'm obsessed with it. So I know that the body cream of this was launched recently, and that's been pretty popular, and some people say that it smells like Baccarat Rouge or Cloud. I have not smelled the actual body cream, but this, to me, the fragrance mist version smells exactly pretty much like Burberry Her. I think it's like a very close dupe. I don't think that Burberry Her smells like Baccarat Rouge, in my opinion. I can understand where it has that similar like ozonic cold scent, but I don't think that it's a dupe for Baccarat. I personally think that like that strawberry in there makes it very different, and even just the other notes. The fragrance notes of this one are actually on the bottle here. It says top notes of pink dragon fruit, lychee essence, middle notes of Brazilian jasmine, ocean air, and hibiscus, and the dry down is sheer vanilla and sun musk. I'd say that's a pretty good description of the scent. It's definitely a fruity, sweet, girly scent. Like it really does smell like springtime to me in the best way. This is like the type of scent that I picture on somebody in like springy makeup and like a cute little Princess Polly dress. Like one of those little puff sleeve mini dresses that's like floral or something. That is what I picture this with, and like gold hoop earrings like this. That's really just what I picture from this. It's very girly, very feminine, very likable. Like I said, smells like Burberry Her in my personal opinion. And I definitely think this is one worth checking out. From what I have heard and can tell, it seems like a lot of these Brazilian Crush mists are a little bit more gourmand and heavy. This one is a little bit lighter than I feel like what the rest of them are. I guess I haven't smelled them all or anything, but that's just kind of what I'm taking away from it. And I definitely, like I said, think it's worth checking out. Also though, you guys, speaking of my gold hoops, I was gonna talk about these two in the beginning and then I completely forgot, but I just got these little hoops from Amazon and they're very lightweight, but they are gold plated. They were only like $15, $12, something like that. Very affordable. I love the shape of them because they're a little bit more oval than the traditional like round chunky hoop. So I think that they just add a little bit of something different and I love them. They're the perfect like small to mid-sized hoop and I'm obsessed with them and I will be wearing them a lot. So they're from Amazon, like I said. I'll have them linked down below. Now let's get into the makeup. So I talked about it in my vlog video if you guys missed it. This is like my new favorite base product, I think. This is the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream. Jessica Braun has raved about this for so long and I just never ended up picking it up, but now that I have, I'm kind of obsessed. I'm not wearing it today because I have self-tanner on and this does not fit me when I'm tan. I'm actually wearing this Stila Aqua Glow Serum Foundation, which I feel like is actually kind of similar to this. It has a similar appearance on the skin and it always looks really pretty. But the reason I don't talk about this one a lot or wear it a lot is because it's for when I'm tan and I'm not that tan very often. So it's not one that I reach for when I'm obviously too pale for it. This one is definitely a lot better shade for me when I'm more pale. Although I don't feel like it's the perfect shade. It works, but I feel like I want to pick up a couple more to kind of play around with it. This is the number 23. It's called Natural Beige. It has a little bit of a cool toned, like ashy tint that isn't perfect for me, but it does blend in once I apply the rest of my makeup and all of that. I just feel like every time I wear this, it looks so natural and beautiful on the skin. It has like the perfect satin dewy look to it. And it lasts beautifully. The coverage is like that perfect light to medium. It's just like becoming my holy grail. And so I have to talk about it in this video. Such a good one. And then the cream blush that I've been raving about in that vlog and then also on my Instagram. This is the Rare Beauty blush. I can't remember the name of these liquid blushes, but this is in the shade Hope. I think this is one of their newer shades. Love the packaging on this. It's very easy to use and twist off. And then it's like a little doe foot applicator. It's very pigmented. A little bit of this goes a long way, as everyone says, but I actually really like that. I think I use a little bit more of this than some people do because I just love how it looks. I feel like it's pigmented, but it looks so smooth and natural and beautiful on the skin, and it has the perfect like satin dewy finish. I just love it so much. I'm actually wearing it today mixed with a little bit of my Auric Glow Lust because I know people on TikTok have been doing that thing where like you mix your blush with your highlight to get kind of like a subtle glowy look that's supposed to replicate that Charlotte Tilbury wand. And I actually really love the way this turned out, so I may be doing that now. I also brought my blush up a little bit higher than I normally do. I don't really watch TikTok that much. I hear about these TikTok trends from like YouTube videos for the most part. But yeah, the Auric Glow Lust is not like a regular highlight. It's very subtle and natural, so it's the perfect thing to mix with this, and I just think it's like my new favorite combination. But anyways, Rare Beauty liquid blush is like right now my current favorite cream liquid blush, and I really want to purchase more shades because I just think it's so beautiful. I have to also talk about the brush set I mentioned in my vlog. I don't even think I said in that video that these are the Morphe Ariel brushes, but I did link the set. This is not all of them. You get 11 brushes and a sponge. I really like the sponge from this set. This is just a few. I just grabbed them to show you guys what they look like. They're all this beautiful nude handle, very long, so they're very easy to use, and they're the softest brushes I've ever used in my life. They are so beautiful to use. Like, it's changed doing my makeup since I've been using these brushes. Like, I feel like everything blends so beautifully, applies so beautifully. They're just luxurious, to be honest, and I don't feel like they're that pricey for what you get and what they are. I do wish they were sold individually though, but I feel like I use all of the brushes in this set and I love all of them, so I wouldn't want to be without any of them personally. I just think that'd be cool if they were sold individually. But anyways, I love these brushes so much. I think they're worth every single penny. And then the last makeup product I want to talk about is one that is not new to me at all, but one that I've been recently falling in love with again. And that is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy. So I love the original Fenty Glow shade as well, but for some reason recently I have been wearing the Fussy shade to death. I'm wearing it actually right now with like a very cool toned, like taupey lipstick kind of smudged on the outer part of my lips, and I love how it looks with a pink gloss. But I just love this cool toned kind of pink shade. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love the Fenty gloss formula. You guys already know this, but I just haven't talked about it in a really long time, and I've been re-falling in love with these because I have been trying out a lot of other glosses for a while, and I have been using the Fawn Beauty ones a lot, which, if you guys don't know, is Katie Fawn's brand. I love those, but I've recently been falling in love with this as well, and I've been wearing it a lot. So just thought I would mention that. I have a skincare product here, and then let's get into some like non-beauty favorites after that. So this is the Ordinary Niacinamide 10% and Zinc 1%. So a lot of people have talked about this, and it's literally such an affordable brand. This is like $7, and it's such a good staple skincare product to have. I use it at nighttime underneath my moisturizer. I haven't been using it for super long. It's just been a couple of weeks, but from what I have used it, I really liked how it makes my skin look and feel, and I do feel like it is making a difference in my skin. I know that niacinamide or niacinamide, however you say that, is a really good ingredient for your skin, and I love that I have this little bottle of it. It's so affordable, like I said. Also, the other Ordinary products that I have tried are really good as well, so obviously I would do some research on them. I don't know about all of the products, but the ones I've tried I've really liked, and I just wanted to mention this in case you guys don't know. This is so affordable, and it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you're like trying to build like a skincare routine that really works for you. It's a great way to try out things that aren't gonna like be so expensive if they don't end up working for you. Okay, you guys, I have recently gotten into reading. Who am I? I used to read when I was really young, like 12, 13, 14. I read like Nancy Drew and like short books and things like that. And I haven't read much for years. When I have read, occasionally it's usually been something nonfiction, but I don't know. I've always had a hard time reading because I read things over and over and over again. I'm like very obsessive in that way. It's really hard for me to get over. It still has been hard even though I've been reading, but I had the mindset sort of that like, since reading is so hard for me, if I'm gonna read and make it worth it, it should be something nonfiction. But I realized that I watch TV shows so much anyways that I could just read a novel, like that would still be better than watching TV. And I have actually really been enjoying it because there's so many stories and so many books out there that like aren't on TV. And a lot of the times I just feel like I've seen all the good TV shows. I know that's not true, but I don't know. I just knew that there was a lot of good stories out there that I was missing out on because I wasn't reading. I recently read a Colleen Hoover book. I'm probably gonna get a few more. I got that on Kindle though, so I don't have it in person. And then I also picked up the first two Bridgerton books because I watched the first two seasons and I was obsessed, as many of us are, but I really thought it'd be interesting to read the actual book and get like the original version of the story. So I've already read both of these in the last few weeks. They're definitely different from the show in a lot of ways. There's also a lot of things they take from the book, of course, but I like being able to know both stories. Even though they are a little bit different, I think that they did do a really good job with the show, and there are some things that I like more in the book and some things that I like more in the show, which I think is just like pretty common. But yeah, I have been getting into reading. I'm probably not going to read more of the Bridgerton books until I watch the next season, just because I want to see the series first. Maybe that's weird, but that's just how I feel. But yeah, let me know down below if you have any book recommendations, especially romance novels. I love that. Or even just like, if it's not strictly focused on romance. I probably wouldn't be into anything like really, really intense or dark, but anything you think I'm missing out on, let me know in the comments. I'm trying to think what else. I think I just have some snacks left to talk about because I recently got a Thrive membership online. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just know so many people talk about it and I wanted to try it out. So I've been making some Thrive orders and I found some really good snacks. This last order I found 2 of my new favorites. So I posted about these on Instagram. These are the Thai rice crisps in sriracha spice from the brand Dang. I think that's the brand anyways. These are so good, you guys. They're not overly spicy. They have a little bit of a spice to them, but they're not like Takis. They don't like burn your mouth. They're definitely pretty mild and they are very like,
what's the word I'm looking for?
Bearable, maybe. They're honestly more than bearable. They're not that bad. You guys hear these people? They're crazy when they go by my house, truly. Anyways, these are so delicious. They're like the perfect crunchy texture. They're not too hard, but they're like the perfect easy to eat crunch. Like you can just stuff these in your mouth. And I went through like 2/3 of the bag in one sitting. They're so good. If you like sriracha, but they don't like taste overly sriracha-y, like they have other good flavors in there. Like they have watermelon juice and coconut milk. Like it's so delicious. Other thing that very much surprised me, I heard Jessica Braun talking about these. Actually, I heard her talking about the Thai rice crisps as well. But these cauliflower stalks, she was talking about these in the original like sea salt flavor and saying how good they are and how this is like one of their repurchases from there. And I just thought, oh, they'll probably be like a veggie straw kind of. Like if they just have sea salt on them, they probably won't be super flavorful or anything. But these actually have other stuff in them. They don't taste like they have a bunch of spices to them. Like if you didn't know, you might just think it is sea salt. But in the ingredients, it does say that there is shiitake mushroom, garlic, parsley, and celery seed. But I don't think it's a flavor that would be off-putting to anyone. It literally just tastes like really good and flavorful and like, I can't describe it. I'll try to show you guys what they look like. They're definitely bigger than veggie straws, but they're so addicting. Like I could just eat and eat and eat these as well. They're not spicy at all. They literally are just like a salty, crunchy snack, but they're so delicious. And this is gonna definitely be a repurchase for me. I think that's gonna be it from me today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this favorites video. Let me know what other videos you wanna see from me down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.